Photography is so expensive, it is insane. What's going on, everyone? My name is Andrew. For the last couple of years, I've been shooting photography and videography as my only source of income. And today I will be sharing my tips and tricks on how to make the first year of your photography career as affordable as possible. When I was first starting out, I knew that it would be so hard to afford what I wanted. It is so tempting to buy everything the second that you start. But obviously, if you go down that route, you're going to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars before you can make any money back. When it comes to buying gear, you have to buy what you actually need. For example, a camera and a lens are a need, but a $500 backpack, maybe not. Try buying used gear. At least rent the gear before you buy it new. That way you can test if it's something that fits in your life. Because if the flow of your purchases does not feel natural, you're probably forcing those purchases faster than you can actually afford. And when you do buy new gear, at least buy it from Amazon so you can get those weird bundles. You know what I'm talking about. And even if you don't use all that random junk that comes with your purchases, you could at least try to sell some of it to make a little bit of your money back. So I'm not saying don't make large purchases, but if you do need to make a big purchase, buy the things that will make the biggest and most immediate impact first. For example, this was my very first camera and lens that I have ever bought. At the time, I couldn't really afford much, but I knew that the lens would make a bigger difference than the camera, so I actually bought the lens first. After I had made enough money is when I bought the camera body next. When people think of saving money, they just think of camera gear, but you can also save a lot of money on software as well. Now, if you're a student, check if your school has some sort of deal or plan with Adobe. In many cases, it's actually offered for free by your school, or might have a discount at least. If neither of those are an option, if you go through Adobe's end, you can actually get an educational discount. Another way to save money that people don't really think about is your website. Many people don't know this, but Adobe offers a free website with any subscription plan that you have with them. The service is called myportfolio.com. It's a little janky and probably harder to use than it should be compared to other services like Wix or Squarespace, but it is free. During my first year of photography, this is exactly what I did. I just went and bought my own domain for $12, slapped it on there, and I had a fully functioning website with a contact page for $12. This next tip might seem really simple, but I'm actually really proud of myself for being able to live by it. When I started shooting, I still was working a day job. And knowing that photography would be so expensive, I came up with this goal. My goal was not to make any photography related purchases unless I made that money doing photography. And honestly, that was probably one of the best goals I've ever made. Having this goal forced me to be creative with the gear that I already had. And if I wanted any more gear, I would have to go shoot more. It's almost like a trap, but like a good one, because it forced me to shoot all the time, which then in turn made me a better photographer. And when all was said and done, I could actually justify those large purchases I made because I didn't tap into the money that I already made during my day job. But seriously, if that is the only thing that you get out of this video, I'm happy. And another simple thing to remember is don't be embarrassed. It's okay to still be using your parents' camera. It's okay to type photographer in your bio even though you're not. And I don't think anyone should be embarrassed or frightened into spending thousands of dollars. My first 8 to 9 months of shooting, I was using my dad's entry-level Canon camera. And now it is my full-time job. And sometimes I even get to travel the world for it. So be patient and take your time. Photography isn't a race. It's all about how you grow as an artist. It's about what you can bring to the creative community and how you can inspire others to do the same. Anyways, that is all for today's video. I know it was a little different than what I've posted before, but I wanted to encourage those of you who are starting to get into photography. Don't be too discouraged by price tags. You can definitely do it. Just take your time. Follow along, send me a message. I would love to chat more in depth with you guys. And just remember, even though it may be a long journey ahead of you, you can do it. Anyways, leave a like, comment what you would like to learn next. Do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.